Hello, everyone. Welcome to this live stream, which I understand probably won't be viewed live by most of you. But I just thought that while I was sitting here getting my things ready for uni, I would have a little bit of a chat to you about, one, what I'm doing, and two, just about my life in general. So I guess, first of all, I should talk about what I'm doing right now. So at the moment, I'm going through my university courses, and I'm getting prepared with all of the assessments for each course, and two, I am just any readings that I have at the moment, I'm going through and reading them and taking some notes on them. So if anything, this is actually a little bit of a study with me kind of thing. But yeah, I am just going through all of my courses, uploading anything that needs uploading. I've just forgotten what I was meant to be putting that in. So yeah, how is everyone going? I know that a lot of you will be starting at ANU soon, or you're thinking about starting next year. If you're starting in this semester, I don't know if you can still chat after this is finished going live, but comment below what you're studying and what subjects, if you feel comfortable doing that, and what you're most excited for about starting at university. It's such an amazing experience. I've been seeing a lot of people walking around Canberra at the moment who are new students, obviously, and I remember being so excited in my first year as well. And yeah, I just think it's such an exciting thing to be doing, going to start at a new school, and especially if you've just come from high school or from, I don't know, wherever a gap year, if you're coming from a gap year, wherever it is that you're coming from, it's such a new experience, and it's so good to be in a place where one, your ideas are valued, and two, where you feel like you're being pushed. Like I came into university after a gap year, and it was just like the right place for me to be at the time. Yeah, and I love seeing all of the people walking around Canberra, so excited to be starting their first year or coming back for their second year, whatever they're doing, coming back for a grad program. Yeah, it's just such a wonderful time of year. So much positivity. Then we get to the end of semester and there's not so much positivity. I think something that is both a concern to people, but also we can forget in the very positive first moments of the year, is the amount of work that you have to do, not just at university, but especially at a university like the ANU. And it can be a lot at times, but at the ANU there's so much support available to people so that you can be helped through your degree to an extent, but also so that you're not struggling as much, because the aim of university is not to have people who are having an absolutely terrible time and not getting what they want out of it. Like, the point of it is that you're getting something out of it. So I suppose I should tell you what I'm doing at the moment. At the moment, I am going through my courses and I am downloading some readings. So the reading that I've currently downloaded is called Beyond East and West, Reorienting Political Theory Through the Prism of Modernity, which looks like interesting reading. They're talking about the student protests in Hong Kong, from what I can tell. And so what I'll do with this reading is I will just add it to my Google Drive. I have to remember where I'm putting things. Yes, I've put it in the right location. Yeah, and I'm also downloading a reading by someone I can't tell at the moment, Ruth Grant, called, what's the title? Political Theory, Political Science and Politics. It is about whether political theory whether political theory is a science. Seems quite interesting. I will upload that to my Google Drive as well. I've got someone called Justin Bieber watching me. Hello, Justin Bieber. Where am I from? I'm from Australia originally. And currently I study at the ANU. That's what my channel is about. Are you a student at the ANU? Are you interested in coming and studying in Australia? I've also got, I've got a few people watching now. Wow, this is the most people I think I've ever had watching me. I also have some tutorial questions that I need to put in a document for my readings. Let's have a look. There we go. So, Clayton asks, have I ever had a kangaroo attack you? No, but kangaroos do attack people. Well, if you go close to a male kangaroo, there is a potential that it will attack you. But no, I've never threatened a kangaroo, hence why I've never been attacked. But they do attack you, and sometimes you can see them having fights with other kangaroos. Is anyone watching a student at the ANU? What about a Dundee? What do you mean, Crocodile Dundee? That was a television show. So now I'm just reading through my questions, what I have to do in week 1. And I'll also probably download some things for week 2 as well. Open that in the wrong tab. We're reading The Prince in week 2 and Discourses on Livy, both by Machiavelli. Good old Machiavelli. What do we have here? I never watched Crocodile Dundee, mostly because I didn't really watch much television growing up, so I never had the opportunity to. We have our week 2 questions here. Going to add those in there and then add this. So this semester I'm actually taking some extra courses because I am fast tracking my degree to an extent. I am going to finish a semester early at this rate, but it means that I have heaps and heaps of work to do during the semester, and I have to really prepare myself beforehand. Otherwise, it's going to be fairly unsuccessful. I'm now downloading some more readings from week 3. I'm going to try and do as much pre-work as I can in this, today, and then I'll do some more pre-work in O week, and I will see how well I go with everything. I don't know if I actually wrote anything in this document. Oh yeah, I did. I'm going to have to open a new document again and put in my questions for week 3. So I'm taking a lot of politics courses in general and also some other elective courses. So the courses that I'm doing, how many? Doing 3 politics courses this semester, 1 business course and 1 management course, because I have a major in international business and I'm just really interested in the 1 management course. There we go. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing looks like this term. Let me go back and have a look at this. Unfortunately, I can't watch Crocodile Dundee right now because I am doing my work. I don't know why I should be kicked out of Australia. What's an SJW? I don't know what that is, so I can't answer that question. Going to... Now I don't know whether I should do some readings or do some notes on some slideshows first. I've already gone through and put everything in my calendar that I currently have access to, but it kind of sucks because not all of the courses in first week will have like the materials, I suppose, available to tell you when your assessments are due and things like that. So yeah, the stuff that's available in the first week is a little bit difficult to deal with. Okay. Okay, I'm going to start with this slideshow for my management class. And I'll have a look at it and probably annotate it a bit. And then, yeah, I think that is what I will be doing initially. Wait. This slideshow has a heap of definitions on it, and then just some other models and information about the type of management course I'm doing. Clayton has asked if I live under a stone. No, I don't, but I don't know what that is. I'm quite busy with all of the work I do, so I don't know what that is. And Ali has asked, am I depressed? No, I'm not depressed. I'm not sure why you would ask that on someone's YouTube video. I'm busy with study at the ANU, but that's what you get when you want to do well at a university that values education. That's kind of the point of it. It's meant to make you busy. What else have I got? Is anyone else starting university this term? Or this semester, I should say? Even if you're not studying at the ANU and you're just studying at a different Australian university, I would like to hear what you're studying and what you're excited about for the new term. Let's see. I don't know how to. Wait. Fuck. I don't know what's happening. There we go. Oh. I am currently looking at a slideshow with some notes. I am trying to put notes on the slideshow, but I don't understand how to do that because I am particularly technologically challenged. I suppose I could just write my notes on a new document anyway, which is what I think I'll end up doing. So it's a bit easier than writing them in the notes. Does anyone else study political science, or are people studying lots of different things? I know lots of my viewers study sciences and engineering. Some of you I know do study like humanities and social sciences. Yeah, just tell me what you are studying. Okay. I am now going to put on some studying music for myself so that I can focus while I am doing this. Pasha says they are studying engineering. That's cool. Are you studying at the ANU or are you studying at a different university? Let me just find something interesting to listen to. You're studying at the ANU first year. Are you currently in Australia or are you, in Canberra, I should say, or are you somewhere else in Australia or overseas? Let's play this. Your parents live here. Your parents live in Canberra or just in Australia in general. Either way, welcome to Canberra. If you've lived here, enjoying Canberra still. I hope you enjoy your first year at ANU. It's a really good place to study. I recommend it to everyone. Have you signed up to your courses yet, Pasha? Okay. That's good that you've signed up to your courses. You don't really have to worry about definitively choosing a minor. Well, at least in my school, I'm not entirely sure about engineering. But I've changed my minor twice now, and my major twice as well. And I think in the end, you just have to do all of the subjects that you're meant to do for whatever major or minor you choose. Do you have to do a major in engineering? Oh, okay, you have to pick. So you have to pick straight away. My partner's a mechanical engineer. What did you end up picking something, or are you still thinking about it? And that's what is causing the delay. Also, sorry, I'm taking a while to respond to you. Well, I don't know if I'm taking a while, but I'm not on the tab that I have for the live at the moment. Yeah, I just wanted to film a live because I wanted to film something, but I also didn't want to sit down, get myself ready, get all my camera out and everything, and then have to edit something. And I just thought I'd rather sit here and just talk to you guys like your friends without the expectation of sounding perfect or put together or anything, and just just film something to talk to you. And I know that a lot of people have been, not a lot of people, a lot of people compared to how many people usually message me, have been asking me to film some more content before I go back to university. And I'm trying to film some more content for you guys, but it is pretty hard at the moment. Sorry. Because I have so much work, it's like it becomes a bit overwhelming. I think that when I was doing 4 courses, it was fine because it's doing 4 2000 level courses is not particularly challenging. However, doing 5 3000 level courses is just a lot more effort. And some of these courses have so many fucking assessments, and it's just, I know it's going to be difficult to keep up with everything. And when I find that I have too much to do, YouTube is the thing that suffers the most, because it's not necessarily my number one priority. Okay. Final slide. I have this one course that has no readings for the course at all. However, they have all of the lectures posted. It's weird. Oh, okay. You've got heaps of time to think about it then. And you'll probably do in your first year some general courses to decide what you like the most about studying, or what you like to study the most, I should say. Okay. Okay, what's the difference between 1000, 2000, and 3000 level courses? So the main difference in humanities, at least, I'm not going to answer this from an engineering perspective because it might be totally different. But from a humanities perspective is the amount of words we're allowed to have in total in our assessments. So, for example, in a 1,000 level course, you might only be allowed 3,000 words total across all your assessments. But with that, it means that there's also more work, and there's a higher standard that's expected of you in a 3,000 level course as opposed to a 1,000 level course. And to an extent, that's like, at least in the humanities, critical thinking. And also in 3,000 level courses, sometimes you need to have done other prerequisites in order to complete the 3,000 level course, or in order to enroll, in the 3,000 level course. But yeah, I would say that because there's more expected of you in 3,000 level courses, then it becomes more work in the end, whether or not they advertise it as being more work. But I think that, like, regardless of the type of course, it's how much you enjoy what you're studying that makes it easy or not. Like, we're expected to put in a lot of effort at ANU anyway, a lot of work. Whether you have to do that or not to meet the standard is like a whole other argument. But I think that if you enjoy the courses that you're taking, one, you're going to be way more motivated to do them, and two, it is a lot easier to do them. And I know that from personal experience because I'm not a huge fan of my politics courses. I mostly do my politics courses because I have to do them. But like the other courses, once I decided that I wanted to be a business major, because I started with a business minor, and then I changed to a different minor, and then I changed to business. Yeah, and I changed to basically I now have a contemporary Europe minor and an international business major. And that took me a while to decide. But once I decided that and started taking those courses, like in the business school, I found that I enjoyed them so much more than the politics courses that I had to take for my international relations degree. But I'm still doing the international relations degree because I've got halfway through it already. But no, I enjoy international relations still. Just sometimes political theory courses are not my fave. And that's fine. I find lots of other courses that I love. Okay. I'm also thinking of like making some really pretty versions of my own like study tools. Not necessarily a subject-specific study tool, but like just a general study tool, like the planner I use and things like that, and uploading them somewhere so you guys can use them if that's helpful for people. Because I know when I came into university, I had zero organizational and study skills to speak of. And it was just the fact that I was deeply motivated to study that meant I gained that experience. So yeah, if people would be interested in me posting my like study aids, I suppose, somewhere, let me know. Comment, send me a message. That was so unhelpful. Actually, no. Never mind. That was actually what I meant to click on. Is anyone else studying already for their classes? Or not studying, just preparing for their classes? I don't think that that's necessarily an expectation of people. I think that, I don't think it's expectation. I think that sometimes people go above and beyond to do that, but I don't think it's necessary to achieving success. I think that sometimes achieving success just means muddling along, especially last year, because we're in the middle of the whole pandemic thing. That was a bit of a difficult year for people. I think that people who are coming to university this year are actually, like, it's still not ideal, because ideally you would be going to university in the way that, like, historically people went to university, I suppose. But I think that at least this year, everyone who's starting is aware that this is how it is. Like, for us, for a long time, it changed really drastically and rapidly. And we went from being in class to, within a period of 2 days, deciding that everything was going to be online, which was quite a shock. It did mean that we got we got an extra week of holidays in the middle there, because they all had to prepare to change all our courses, change the delivery of all our courses. But it was still a bit disruptive. At least now they've sort of perfected the courses to be delivered online. And yeah. Pasha asked, was there something I wish I knew before I started my first year? I wish that I had, like, some idea of what it was going to be like, because it's very difficult sometimes to go into a completely unknown environment with no sense of anything, which is why I sort of started making these videos, because I was like, if I can help someone to feel less alone, then that's a good thing. I think, that's hard. I think I wish I knew not to put so much pressure on myself, because I put a lot of pressure on myself often. And I think if I knew that it wasn't going to be as hard as I thought it was, maybe that would have been useful, and to sometimes enjoy time doing other things instead of procrastinating and panicking. I think that that's something that's important. But I think that in general, I would recommend, like, reading all of the resources, talking to your teachers, because teachers, like, it's a very different thing between teachers at school and teachers at university. Like, teachers, I can't articulate the difference very well, but teachers at university are much better than teachers at school, probably because they're, like, actual professionals in what they are teaching. Oh my God. Something so loud is happening outside. But I think just knowing that you can go and talk to your teachers is quite a useful thing. And to build relationships that way is a good thing as well. So I would recommend doing that. What else? Sorry, that was a really crap answer. That wasn't very helpful at all. Well, I wish I knew that we'd have a pandemic. That would be useful. No. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think that, I don't know, just another recommendation, taking advantage of everything that is offered at ANU is a really valuable thing. I think that, you know, whatever university you go to or whatever study experience you end up having, the most important thing is making the most of whatever it is that you're given. And I think that ANU is a great environment to do that in. It's a great environment to network with teachers. It's a great environment to just, you know, build your skills generally. Taking advantage of all of the course material, of, you know, those relationships that you can build with people. I've found that, you know, some of the tutors who I've built relationships with have propelled me onto my first internship, for example, that I got at the end of first year. And it was having that relationship with that teacher and being able to ask them for advice. And, you know, they had experience in the professional, their professional field as well. So that was really useful. And I think that that was one of the best things that I did in my first year. And I think more broadly, things like staying organised is useful, keeping up to date with whatever tasks you have due, making sure you always submit your assessments on time, things like that. But that's just sort of general basic things to do. But yeah, I think that the relationships, making strong connections and beneficial relationships is one of the best things that you can do at ANU. And I think that that is especially important for people who need to like level the playing field, because, you know, not everyone is born with a, you know, wealthy parents and a massive network where you have a job as like whenever you want kind of thing. But to a degree, you can level the playing field by building networks. By building networks when you have the opportunities to. Okay. If you're still here, Pasha, are you intending to take your courses online or on campus? Because I think that that's an interesting thing. Also, do people like the music or not? I'm not necessarily going to change it if people don't like it, but I just thought I'd ask. Okay. Are they offering all the engineering courses in person? Because for me, not all of my courses are in person. Some of them are completely online, but I totally understand the getting distracted thing. Also, at the library at ANU, you don't necessarily need a laptop because they have a lot of computers that you can use, both like PCs and Macs. And you can I think you can book them, but usually the ones on the bottom floor of the Chiefly Library are, like, some of them are empty at least. And you could use those if you wanted to study in the library. What was I doing? Completely forgot what I was doing then. There you go, Pasha. An example of how I am terribly distracted when I'm at home. Actually, when I have access to anything that is not the thing I'm meant to be studying. Well, that's good that all of your classes are in person. I don't know, I'm not engineeringly minded, and I don't really know what goes into engineering. However, that, I suppose that makes sense because I assume you'd have to do some kind of practical stuff in engineering. I don't know. You'd think I knew about engineering, considering that my partner is an engineer. However, I seem to have failed on that account. Do your courses have their content published online yet, Pasha? My eyes have been so itchy lately. Oh. Yeah, some of my courses don't have anything either, Pasha. But that's good that you've got at least until week 7. Are you going to go to O Week next week, do you think? I think that O Week was quite valuable. I think that if I was a more extroverted person, it probably would have been better. But they had some like really good workshops on studying, and they had really good calendars and stuff. And I think they had some form of a notebook. Not a notebook, what's it called? Like a planner, I think. I got my own planner this year. I got one last year as well that was much bigger than this, but completely useless halfway through the year due to COVID. I don't know what events you need to register for either. However, I will have a look for you and see if I can be of any assistance. First of all, I don't know what these. I'm currently on the orientation.anu.edu.au site. Okay. So you have essential modules that you need to do. They're the ones that you do at home. I remember doing those. They're very quick. There's just like an orientation one, the consent one, academic integrity, and like a mental health one. I remember they were pretty quick and pretty straightforward. I shall go back and look at these events. I think, oh my God, they do virtual tours. Crazy. I think if you look at the list of events, I suppose. Let's look at. Okay, so this one I went to, I think, Survive and Thrive, Welcome to ANU. They have an online and in-person option. What do they need you to do? Oh, they do have a register button. I think you do have to register. I think you do have to register because it's like for the COVID safe stuff. I think you do have to register for stuff, but I would recommend that you like have a look at all the different things that they offer, and obviously only go to the ones that you think are valuable to you. But I think that those ones with a little star are actually quite good. I went to most of those, or like I organized which ones I wanted to go to into a timetable of things that I wanted to see. Yeah, but there are heaps of things going on, aren't there? I think you need to register for anything that's in person. I think you need to register for. Basically. Let's look at this virtual location.
Would like to take a moment to acknowledge you.
Sorry, everyone. Everyone, all two of you. I'm very grateful both of you could join me anyway. Yeah, I think that the virtual ones you don't need to register for, but any of the ones that are in person, you have to register for. That's the way that I read it. Wow, everything's like, holy cow. Everything's like sold out, all of the in-person ones. Okay. Clicking on things I'm not meant to be clicking on. Trying to find. I think in a few minutes I will sign off to continue doing my studying on my own. If you guys have any final questions, please let me know and I will try and answer them in the remaining 5 minutes and 40-ish seconds. Yeah, and whoever else was with us during this live stream, I know we've got Pasha here, we've also got someone else, whoever else was there, thank you for tuning in as well. Yeah, all the best to you, Pasha, in your first semester at ANU. I'm sure you will have a wonderful time and you'll meet some wonderful people. Make most of all of the events in the clubs. They're very useful as well. Yeah, so I hope you enjoy it. And I'm glad I could help you a little bit, even if it wasn't very great. And thank you for the luck studying. I will absolutely need it. I will distract myself in 15 minutes, I'm sure. Right. Giving myself pins and needles now by sitting all curled up. Oh, far out. Oh. I need to stretch after this. So I've been sitting all curled up. In a little ball. Someone else has decided to join us. Do you have any questions, person who's just decided to join us? I'd be happy to answer any of your studying or ANU questions right now. Oh God, I've given myself pins and needles so bad. Oh. I can't stand up because I've got my pajamas on. Okay. So bad. Okay. I am still writing notes to my slideshow in case anyone is interested, and I am also annotating a essay called Beyond East and West, Reorienting Political Theory Through the Prism of Modernity. It's interesting to a degree. It's talking a lot about political legitimacy and the significance of political legitimacy when looking at it through an East-West lens. Well, actually, it's looking at it. It's suggesting that we move from an East-West lens to a modern/pre-modern lens, which is interesting. I'm not sure what opinion I have on it at the moment. Legitimacy is a very interesting argument, though. An interesting debate, I should say. Yes, East versus West, as in like the Eastern world versus the Western world. I'll read you the start of it if you're so desperately interested. While critiquing the dominance of Western tradition in the discipline of political theory, recent methodological discussions in comparative political theory fail to move beyond the East-West dichotomy. And the individual writing it, Amine, I definitely got that wrong and I apologize, is suggesting that we must reconceptualize the history of political thought such that we move from an East-West division to a modern pre-modern division. Because when we talk about like East and Western political theories, realms, prisms, whatever, Western theory is obviously dominant. And that is something that we look at a lot in politics, is the significance of Western tradition in political thought. Okay, I think that I am going to sign off now because I've been semi-talking, semi-studying for an hour. Thank you, Pasha, for engaging with me, and thank you anyone else who is watching and listening. I hope this was a little bit helpful to everyone. And yeah, good luck with your studying.